Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. On the Washington sideline is head coach Dan Quinn. His team 5 wins over their last 7 games. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the... The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Slot man moves right. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he comes back with one complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Daniels. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves. Stick it in the end zone on a running play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the young rookie out of Notre Dame.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's getting.
The golden arm from last week.
How much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, that was at 5 last week, but 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick, but I'm betting they continues to streak in this game.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 85 yards. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
A gain of 12 yards.
Now the first carry here for the running back. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
4 yards.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll tuck this and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, a chance at a big play in his own end zone. But instead, third down coming up. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up fourth down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a three-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
He'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Second and goal at the 5-yard line.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
He'll look to throw on third and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From 28 yards out.
28-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Commanders' offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard
To the air goes Daniels. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Heavy set out there on third and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 1.
Daniels going to try to sneak. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of a yard. And a Commanders first down. A gain of 1 yard. And the Washington first down.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Complete. Richardson has him. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Harris running straight ahead. Yeah, he'll work 3 from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Daniels. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
A gain of 14. First down, Washington.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Going to hand this off to Harris. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Washington Commanders first down. 2 yards on the play. First down, Washington.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Daniels looking to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
To throw is Daniels. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
First and goal, Washington.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing now is Daniels. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On second down, they'll run it here. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to me.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 17-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Quick hitter here is complete. 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have the 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are back within a score.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Jordan Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Daniels. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Obviously, red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then it curls back inside for the completion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. To run for it, the decision a good one, picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Washington.
They go play action. Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd and 6. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Again, it's Harris. This time he's in for a Commanders touchdown. CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And this is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
He gets away from 1. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Off the play fake. Daniels. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, he'll drop to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. So on fourth down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. First and 10 upcoming. Here's a 2nd and 5. Off play action. Daniels. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
It's 3rd and 1.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. That's out to the left, flat and complete. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed.
To pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And bulldozing his way through. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And they're knocking on the door now. Was a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
10 yards to go.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And able to get this out to the 25. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Commanders first down. A gain of 12. And the Commanders
An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Daniels. He finds his man, complete. That's Richardson. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Washington first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down, Commanders.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring more attention to him as well.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Washington first down.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
At the 10-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw. Daniels toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Dallas offense set for this next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, This drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
37-yard line.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 3rd and 5.
To number 24. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 23. They juked him. Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. Now Daniels going to keep it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And this one is right through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin right here in the Sunshine State. It's the Bucs at home to take on an NFC South foe, the Atlanta Falcons. And here's the Falcons wideout. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. From there, let's get you to another interesting matchup. And it's Jordan Love. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. This one is now at halftime, and it's the Packers trying to run their record to 8-2. They lead here at halftime. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And this is Trey Benson. He'll find an opening and take it in. A 6-yard rushing touchdown. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, they trail here. They're not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 147 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what?
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
He's going to keep this again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. A tight formation here. It's 3rd and a yard. Daniels going to try to sneak. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
To the air goes Daniels. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard
Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
19 yards. First down, Washington.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And some good and some bad. Heck of a job to get away from that first tackler, but still, they're able to drop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now Daniels going to keep it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
A gain of 6 yards.
The Commanders going to bring out the field goal unit from the left hash. A chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points response there. That opening touchdown is 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's a 2nd and 7. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
the play fake. He'll look to throw. Left side to Lamb. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25.
13 more yards. That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the pick.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 171 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Ball at the 9 on second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is down to a field goal. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Oh, look at the juke. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Daniels looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47.
Now Daniels. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, When they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. From 13 yards out. And the Commanders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
31.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Ooh, the juke. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Boy, 184 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
That is caught by Ewing. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
On the coverage.
They'll look to throw again. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. They'll look to throw here.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson.
That's good for a Commanders first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
First down.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Cowboys' 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. On the ground, it's Harris. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
15. First down, Washington.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A give to Harris. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
A gain of 12. And the Commanders first down.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run with Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 4.
Harris will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Complete in the end zone.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown.
It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now here come the Cowboys. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 199 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
16-yard line.
2nd and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll get the off target and incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score still down. The bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
48. Cowboys 41.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. A little juke. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You run plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. To the air goes Daniels. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now the Cowboys down by 7, 2:18 on the clock. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here comes 2nd down and 5. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Lamb. A big play looming on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 49.
Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Gets past one man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense back out there. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
They'll have to be careful how they handle this. 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Pass complete to Harris. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw is Daniels. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Daniels looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him, all focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
First and 10 at the 30.
Here's Daniels. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And a little floater there is incomplete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's going to use his legs here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Back to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. On the ground with a tight end. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
He'll look to throw. And oh no, it's incomplete. That's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Dicker on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And with it, they have taken the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously a touchdown will win it. And that is incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Harris. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the
3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for Dallas, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.